Hi, my name is Al Green. Not that one, but the struggling guy who was in the music industry for years trying to sell talent and songs to agents. The agents befriended me and taught me techniques that I want to pass on to you through my program, which is called You Can Talk, You Can Sell. Anyone who has ever taken this program has excelled in selling and either risen to the top of their company, their team, or the top of their field. It's called You Can Talk, You Can Sell, and you can get it right here. Got another clue for you all. It's not luck that makes the top salespeople sell better. And you're not necessarily struggling because it's something that you're doing wrong. But there are things you can do to get up on top. So let's bust the myths of the top salespeople. A lot of people think that they sell so well because they're lucky. Luck has nothing to do with it. Luck is what we make of it. But one of the key things that we can all do is take our job seriously, and many people don't. That's one of the reasons why they don't read sales books, they don't get up on their product, and all of us have been in a place where we hope the company thinks we're working hard, but we're doing what we can to make it look like we really are. That's just something that salespeople do. It doesn't mean you're dishonest. It just means that the companies today, they know that people are really not into working hard. So they drive people as hard as they can. Many of them will micromanage, and they will turn your common workday into a day of having to keep in touch and account for everything that you do. There's nothing wrong with that, except for it feels like you're being overwhelmed by somebody that's just not letting you have the freedom to go where you need to go and do what you need to do. You don't need to be babysat, and you know it. So the best way to be like the top salespeople is to hold yourself accountable. And accountability means that you're going to check all of the details of how to work your day. And we teach that. We've coached that. That's been in previous videos. But if you really want to make the money, take your job seriously. Your company will appreciate it, and your checkbook will appreciate it. One of the things that's really cool is when you can find somebody as an accountability partner, someone who you can check them and they can check you, and you work together. Now that person could be your supervisor, or it could be a coworker. And it doesn't mean anything other than the fact that when you're selling, you're a top salespeople, micromanagement doesn't even come into it. A company is not going to try to control a person who's already doing well. A lot of times, your managers are told what they have to do. And if you're not selling in the top 5% of your company, or even the top 10%, you might be getting some pressure. So the way you alleviate that pressure is to hold yourself accountable and check yourself every day. We talked earlier about creating a schedule and developing a working game plan. That game plan is something that when you put it in place and you check yourself, then you're holding yourself accountable. You're going to take all the credit for all the sales that you make. You might as well check yourself to make sure that you make those sales, and watch yourself to see if you can add 1 or 2 or 3 in a week. Just add a couple of extra sales by working a little bit harder and doing what it is that you have to do to get there. So you need to check yourself. One of the things that's very valuable to people that are professional salespeople, consultants, is that we always have some kind of a mentor to check in with, somebody that we can ask questions of, someone who has the experience. I've been out in the marketplace for over 40 years. I today still have a mentor that I check in with that helps me and coaches me as to what I can do to help you, because my whole position is to help other people. That's my position. I feel that's what I like to do, and there's great job satisfaction. Not to mention the fact that everybody who is in some form of sales is in some way being put under pressure if you work for a company. And if you sell for yourself, you can feel the pressure of what you have to do for your own business. And that is to be producing good sales. If you have a team and you get a report that tells you where you're at in the ladder as far as statistics of who's selling and who's doing better, you want to be up there in the top 5 people. A company that's been told to watch their people to make sure they sell as much as they can will leave a person alone who is doing what they're supposed to do. So how do you get into that realm? It's very simple. Follow the coaching guides that we have given you so far, and you will see a lot of different things that you can do to change. But please, take your job seriously, because it's a lot more satisfactory when you get those nice paychecks and you get accolades from your company. Winning awards may not mean anything to you, but it means something to your company. And as a salesperson, a consultant, you can actually rise above to the point to where you might get promoted to ask to be a manager yourself, which usually carries with it a lot of responsibility, but then a higher paycheck and a higher capability of making money. I've coached hundreds of sales managers and hundreds of entrepreneurs, as well as salespeople that work in the field, and help them get up to that top 5 level so they can make more money. It always works if they work the plan. As we say, it works if you work it, but you gotta work it. So how do you do that? You gotta be accountable. If you take it seriously and just realize this is what you gotta do, you're really gonna appreciate it when you have that fatter paycheck. It works every time, and nobody fails if they follow the plan. There's a lot of little dynamics that you come in, but remember, no matter how old you are, you never stop learning. That's why I keep reading books. I keep learning new little techniques. I review techniques I've learned from other masters in the past. And you learn about some of the people who taught the best in sales. People like Zig Ziglar and Tom Hopkins. These people will teach you little techniques, and the techniques I will bring to you. These are not my techniques. These are techniques that I got from those guys and a few more above that. And I'll reference who they are. But I want you to join me when we launch our coaching program, because what you're going to be looking for is to propel yourself and be in the top 20% of the nation of people who are involved in selling, and they sell at the top of their field, or that they sell at the top of their company. Do you know that 80% of the people that work in sales have never read a sales book or follow any sales advice? They get some basic training, and that's about it. They feel like they should go out there and generate business by luck. And that's true. You will have some luck, because you will run into people just at the right time. If you call in enough people, you're going to find, yes, those numbers do work. I myself have had times where I have knocked on a door and a person saw the company I worked for. Wow, I was going to call you guys. It's a good thing you're here. And slam dunk, I got a sale there. National companies do really well. And the reason why they maintain a sales force is to bring in that extra, because even that 1 or 2% that makes a difference. Well, you see what it would do for you. Look at your commission structure. What would 1 or 2% more sales do for you on a regular basis, on a monthly basis? It may not sound like it's a lot, but that 1 or 2% easily becomes 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9%. And now that makes a big difference. You just keep working and you keep working. We talked about working hard and working smart. Just remember that your company might be giving you pressure because they're under pressure. Companies look at the bottom line and they see on a national scale, a statewide scale, or whatever the scale is, maybe it's just the county. They see what their numbers are and they tell you what they need, and so they want you to go out and get it. It's a great job to have, because think about it. You're not out there sweating in 105-degree temperatures like some people. You're not lifting. You're not getting dirty. You're basically going in to see people and talk for a living. If you hold yourself accountable and check everything that you do and follow the advice that we've given in our coaching program so far, you're going to see an increase of sales, and it's going to happen a lot faster than you think. No, it will not happen overnight. But follow the plan, and you'll see if you can raise yourself up just from here to here in the first month, you'll see it different. You'll see it different, and you'll see that by the next month, you start ingraining yourself with the techniques that we've talked about. Hold yourself accountable, check in with somebody else, but take the job seriously, because that's one of the key reasons why a lot of people are failing and struggling in today's marketplace. They just don't take it seriously. So get with me on this, and we'll see you on the next trading.